Hi, it's Mary Alice Curran, and I'm really excited. I'm with Jen Sheffer and one of our students, help desk students, Jillian. And we're really excited because, DigCit Chat, Jen and I got to meet last night. There are so many chats that are out there that we've kind of wanted to regroup. And so we wanted to go beyond like an echo chamber. And one thing that we've definitely been doing since the onset of the Digital Citizenship Summit is really making sure that digital citizenship is like action-based. It's like a verb. And we're not just talking about it. We're not just chatting about it on Twitter. We're doing something. So, we were inspired, and I think Kim Kardashian was trying to, break the internet this month with some pictures. And I saw something about Instagram, 5 ways that kids are bullying on Instagram. And I thought, how about the positive and practical? So I put out a challenge. I was looking for how can we break the internet with kindness? And Jen, your students took me up on the challenge, and Rachel Marat's students took me up on the challenge. And so when we met for dinner last night, we thought, how can we continue with the DigCit chat to make it really meaningful and include more student voice? So I'm really excited that we've got our April challenge, and it's coming from Burlington High School through the help desk. And so I started a new Twitter handle today for DigCit, and it's the _chat. And I've already got an image up there about what's to come. But Jillian, tell us what you're up to and what we can expect as part of our DigCit chat.
Well, today I just recorded a screencast for the new Burlington Public Schools Snapchat account that I will get to command with Ms. Sheffer and Mr. Larkin. It's going to be really exciting, a good way to keep up with what's going on at all of our schools, and people can watch in and tune to see all of our awesome stories.
Yeah, so she's totally schooling me on the ins and outs of Snapchat and how we can use it in a positive way. So, some people will say, oh, Snapchat, it's so bad. Kids are doing bad things on Snapchat. Snapchat is not inherently bad. I mean, businesses and corporations, global companies are using Snapchat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're using it in a positive way to market and promote their business and share news and information. So as we do with everything here in Burlington, we're taking a proactive stance on this. Jillian met with Patrick Larkin, our assistant superintendent, and he talked, those were his words. We want to be proactive. So let's meet the kids where they're at. They're using Snapchat. So rather than block it and not participate, let's get involved. Let's meet the kids where they're at, and let's start using this technology in a positive way to reach the students. So as part of her 20% time project, which is part of the help desk curriculum, Jillian was toying with a couple different ideas, but we thought this would be a fabulous 20% time project for you. Give her some leadership experience and talk about student empowerment. I mean, she set up the account, and Patrick sat here with her at the help desk earlier in the week, and we have the password, and the 3 of us are going to manage that account initially. So wherever we're at, whether it's at the high school or any of the elementary schools, the middle school, we'll be able to share stories, and this will be shared with students, parents, and teachers, and it's just going to be a great way to communicate. And then Jillian was giving me all kinds of ideas yesterday on how teachers can start using it in the classroom. And I mean, I know nothing about Snapchat. She's teaching me everything. So we thought, let's do a Snapchat tip of the week.
Yep.
And, that's how we're going to meet the April challenge. We're going to, integrate Snapchat. We're going to hopefully get a lot of followers. Is that the term?
A lot of friends.
Friends. We get friends.
Add you.
Friends add you. And, we're going to be truly learning from the students. So we're excited, and I hope other people will, not shy away from Snapchat, but, meet the kids where they're at, like we said, and use this in a really positive way to build a strong community.
I love this because, there's nothing more important than amplifying student voice. So Jillian, I know that your help desk took the challenge for like looking at positive ways for breaking the internet with kindness. The apps aren't the problem. It's how people choose to use the app. So from that just experience of doing that project, what would be your takeaway for other students as they prepare and teachers help prepare for this Snapchat challenge?
I think that students are already well prepared for them because every kid nowadays has Snapchat and texting. It's everything. That's all the kids use. So I think if a teacher makes an account for their classroom and then has the kids add them, they can just look at the story, which they look at all their other friends' stories. So why wouldn't they look at their teacher's story to say, oh, there's homework tonight, this is what it is, and you can screenshot it, and teachers get to see who's looked at it, who's got to look at the story of the homework. So I think it'll be a really good way to like integrate that into the way students look at things.
So instead of emailing students, you send them a snap, right? Is that what
you can Snapchat DM them and just type too, or you can voice talk or send videos or pictures.
So for the teachers out there that this is like brand spanking new, where would I even like start, and like what kind of story would my Snapchat, like what kind of stories would my students even want to hear from me?
Well, students ourselves generally just post things that we're doing, like, oh, we're at the mall with a friend, or this is what we're eating right now, things like that. But teachers, I think students would want to see what the homework is, like, oh, test corrections due tomorrow, or this page in the book. Or if you have a question, you can just write on the story, you can swipe up and then just talk to the teacher from there if you have a question about something very specific.
Well, I'm excited to learn because this is brand new for me as well. And, you know, sometimes I feel like I'm in information overload, that like there are just too many like accounts and apps that I'm trying to keep up with. But just like what you said, Jen, about wanting to meet our students, you know, where they're at. And so one thing that we want to do is just amplify student voice. So this is exciting. I feel like for the month of April, if anybody wants to take us up on our challenge, we're looking for exemplars. And I feel like, Jen, you and I should be like working on looking for like a panel of, you know, students and educators that are, and, you know, people from the tech industry, really to look at these exemplars so that we can highlight the really positive things that students are doing. Because the more that we, like my Nana used to say, the cream always rises to the top. Well, the only way it's going to rise to the top is if we have these exemplars and these, you know, examples from students that are, you know, are being safe and savvy and ethical.
Right. Oh. It looks like Mary Alice may have frozen. She did on our end, so I'm not sure if the viewers see her frozen.
Uh-oh. I got knocked off. I'm back.
Yeah, I gotta wrap it up here with you, Mary, because Jillian's gotta run off. But I hope we'll get, like you said, students and teachers who take us up on this challenge, and we can have up to 10 people in this hangout. I'll give up our spot if we, you know, I'd rather have other people from throughout the country, hopefully the world, who will take us up on this challenge. But we'll probably push out a form, I assume, or people who can, they'll be able to contact us somehow. I know that you'll take care of those logistics.
I'll take care of all those details. So for everybody else, I feel like we have to say, this is like, I don't know, the excitement with just the announcement of what we're up to, and we'll get all those details out shortly.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Thank you, Mary Alice, for continuously talking the talk and walking the walk when it comes to amplifying student voice, because nobody does it better than you do. So it's a privilege to be your part of your PLN, but also a great friend. So thank you for always putting the kids first.
And guess what? It goes right back to Jillian, because she's like the reason why we've got this challenge.
I can't wait to put her tutorial.
All right.
A tutorial on Snapchat, very quick one, but she'll be doing more tutorials on how to use Snapchat so we can all learn how to use it.
I love it. I love it.
Swapping before you know it. So, all right, we'll see you soon.
I miss you already.
Miss you. All right, bye.
Bye.